Hi there, this is for the City Council. 20 years ago, we had mills. So we had good blue-collar jobs, generational, grandfather, father, son. Nowadays, our young men can't make a decent living unless they indebt themselves to college. What can we do to bring more blue-collar manufacturing jobs back to Coeur d'Alene? And why doesn't NIC have a manufacturing, labor, mechanics, trade school?
So K-Tech is something they do have, and I don't know too much about it. You guys might know more, but it is a trade school where they teach those things. And from what I understand, it's doing very well, and they basically are over capacity in taking those on. As far as bringing those types of businesses and companies here, I think that there's a lot that local government can do. I believe that we need those types of jobs, blue-collar jobs. We also need, my company is more a tech company. I mean, we make drones. And I think we need to bring more of that. I don't want to bring tech companies here, but I'm saying encourage locals, people like me, and others who have these ideas. I mean, there's some really smart people in this town. So we need to build businesses that hire those people and do pay good wages.
My son is a product of NIC trade schools. He is a mechanic. So they do have good programs. Unfortunately, Coeur d'Alene has not very much land left. So it's more of a reuse of maybe buildings that aren't being used to their potential to bring in manufacturing. We do have a lot of manufacturing jobs in Post Falls is a huge manufacturing area. So the city of Coeur d'Alene could look at working maybe with the sistering cities to help encourage using the base that's here in Coeur d'Alene. That is one thing that I hear the current city council talk about, is that we have people who are tradesmen here that are not being utilized. Jobs Plus came and talked to the city council, and they talked about companies coming in and they bring their workforce with them. And that's the last thing Coeur d'Alene needs. They need companies to come to Coeur d'Alene and use the workers that are here. And that's something that I think we as a city council could do better about.
Yeah, I think when I think of the economy and you know, there was a transition, and we are a 100% service, community now. We don't have the mills like we used to and stuff. But I think of the small business owner. When Elaine talks about, the government getting involved, like with Jobs Plus, they're always looking for the big get. Whether they bring in a company and they bring in its employees, or, the hospital, that's the big get. Okay, the hospital will be the crux of the economy. But as a former small business owner myself, and any business owner, when these morons want to raise minimum wage to $15 an hour, any small business owner will tell you, it's like one of my favorite things to do is to be able to hire an employee, right? That's one of the best things you could have done when you were first opened up, is you hire an employee. So the government is constantly looking for that big get. And it's like, no, we have to focus on the local small businesses and really support them, because, we're not going to stick an Amazon factory in the city limits of Coeur d'Alene or something like that. And so we really need to support more of the local business owners and focus on that as the crux of our economy.
Joe, did you want to chime in on this at all?
Yeah, I agree entirely. I was actually involved with the Coeur d'Alene Economic Development Council. I was on the Jobs Plus Action Committee, and one of the concerns that I had was that we were focused on bringing in big companies, like Oriole, for example. That goes back about 4 years, which was a big win for the local economy, but did nothing to encourage and support small businesses. And that is, unfortunately, still a focus of the EDC. And the city does provide some money to the EDC. We are one of the the city is one of the I'm saying we already. How about that? The city is one of the members of the corporation, and I would like us to ask them to refocus their issues, refocus themselves on helping small businesses, answering perhaps your questions on what we can do for the trades to help them be much more successful. We don't need another Amazon. We don't need Orga. We don't need them here. Small business is the heart and soul of the community. We'd like to encourage that.
More pizza places.
More pizza.
Yeah. Dan, you've been